Hey guys, this is Alex. Thanks for clicking and welcome to this lesson on speculation in the present. Now, some of these words you might be familiar with already, and you might be familiar with using them for talking about obligation. Today, we're talking about speculation. So that means trying to guess about a certain situation in the present. Okay, so if you are almost certain of something, okay, you're almost positive that something is true in the present, there are some expressions that we use all the time. So if you're almost certain, we have three sentences here. He must be at work. So again, if somebody asks you, well, where is John today? And you look at your watch and you see that it's 10 o'clock, you know that John usually works at 10 o'clock, is at work at 10 o'clock. You would say, well, he must be at work. You think very, very strongly that he is at work, so you say, well, he must be at work. Okay, so we can use must to speculate very, very strongly. We can also use has got to. So she has got to be sleeping. So again, maybe it's 7 o'clock in the morning. You know that your friend Mary doesn't wake up until 7:30. So if someone asks you, well, where's Mary? You look at your watch. Oh, she's got to be sleeping. She has got to be sleeping right now. You're almost certain. Okay? Has got to be sleeping. And she has to be babysitting. Again, you know that your friend usually babysits on Saturdays. It is Saturday today, and your friends ask you, well, where is she? You say, well, this time usually she's babysitting, so I think, well, she has to be babysitting. I'm almost certain that she's babysitting. Okay? Now, in terms of formality, most of the time you're going to use this in the spoken word, but you're going to contract it. So as a native speaker, I would say this as she's got to be sleeping. Okay, so most of the time we would speak it like this. She's gotta be. And again, it's not she is got to be. In spoken word, she's gotta be means she has got to be sleeping. Okay, now if you are less certain of something, we have three words, three expressions that we use, and they are, I'm sure you're familiar with them already, might, may, and could. Might, may, and could. So again, if you're not as certain of something, you're about 50% sure of something, you're guessing about something or someone happening, you can use might, may, or could. So the first sentence, they might be watching TV. So again, where are our friends or where are our brothers and sisters? They might be watching TV. That's a possibility. So with these expressions, you are saying that something is a possibility. There is a chance that this is true. So I think you may be 22. If someone says, guess my age, how old am I? You'd say, you might be, you may be, you could be 22. Okay? And finally, Marcus could be the best player on the team. So here, you're trying to guess, okay, who is the best player on this team? Football team, soccer team, hockey team, doesn't matter. And I think you look at Marcus and you say, I think Marcus could be the best player on the team. I think there's a good chance. So you're speculating, okay? If you want to make a negative speculation, most of the time you just put not in front of these expressions. So instead of saying he must be at work, you would say he must not be at work. Okay? For has got to, not really able to put a not here, right? So she has not got to be sleeping. She hasn't got to be sleeping. No. So has to doesn't really work either. She not has to, she has not to, she has to not be babysitting. That's a possibility, okay? Not very common to say that though. In this situation, not after these, okay? And that's it. So if you want to speculate in the future, in the present, in the future when you're using your English, but speculating about the present, if you're almost certain of something, must, has got to, has to. If you are less certain, 50% sure, might, may, could. Okay? If you want to test your understanding of this, check out the quiz at the bottom of this video on engvid.com. Thanks guys, take care and good luck.